Hello. In our last 5-minute Bible study, we looked at John chapter 1, verse 14, which carries forth the image of Jesus as the Word of God, the Logos of God, and goes on to tell us that the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. And then it says, we beheld His glory. Now, that's what we focused on last time, is that word glory. But that word glory is then modified by full of grace and truth. And I want to focus this time on that word truth. I've noticed something strange about our postmodern culture with regard to truth. If you're talking about truth in a courtroom, crime's been committed, they're trying to find out, who done it. People generally agree that there's one truth. And if you talk about science and various scientific theories about any subject you want to choose, people, again, generally think there's probably one truth, and that that's what scientists are looking for. But when the subject is religion, people take a very different attitude, at least some do, and start talking about different religions, each having their own truth, as though there can be many truths, even if those truths are contradictory to one another. So as we look at the Gospel of John's use of the word truth, we find that he has some very strong language about it. First of all, saying that Jesus is full of grace and truth. And if you look down a couple of more verses to verse 17, still in John chapter 1, it says, "For the law was given through Moses, grace and truth came through Jesus Christ." Truth is being personalized here, and John will emphasize that even more as you go forward in the book to two more critical passages. One is in the upper room with the disciples in chapter 14 of John's Gospel, when Jesus is telling them he's about to go away, and he tells them, "You know the way to the Father." And one of the disciples says, "No, how do we know the way?" And Jesus says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." It looks like his answer is modifying way with truth and life, that he is the truth. Truth is spoken of in entirely personal terms in a text like that. And then we have a few chapters later, chapter 17 of John, Jesus is praying to the Father, and among the things he prays is, "Sanctify them," referring to his disciples. Sanctify them, that means set them apart in your truth. And then he says, "Your word is truth," which can apply either to himself, because he's being called the Word, or it can apply to the written word. So word is made a personal subject in the Gospel of John. Yes, the Bible and John use truth to refer to correspondence with external reality, and truth can also refer to faithfulness or truthfulness. But in these texts, God is truth, and that truth is manifested most completely in the Word of God, who is Jesus Christ, the Lord and King. Thank you for watching, and I hope that between now and next time, His word of truth will dwell in you richly.